All right, guys, it's the Jimmy James Show. You're on here with my father, the original Jimmy James. He's a Phillies buff, and he knows his stuff from baseball. What did you want to talk about? I heard you heard something about Dick Allen.
Yeah, Dick Allen. I remember him since I was 9 years old when he was with the Phillies in '64. But lately they retired his number 15. I always wore number 15 was my favorite number. I feel like they retired my number.
Yeah, but that was also my number growing up. I had 15 because October 15 was my birthday.
Born on the 15th, but I wore number 15 because of Dick Allen. That was his number.
Yeah, but what year did Dick Allen play?
He played and it started, I guess, in '64 with the Phillies. He wore number 15. He was Rookie of the Year.
And what position did Dick play? I forget baseball.
He played third base for the Phillies in '64.
Third base.
Third base. They were so close to winning the pennant. They only had to win one game. I think out of 10, they lost them all. And it was one of the worstest feeling I had at 9 years old. You know, besides them losing in '76, '77, '78, then they finally won the World Series, won it all 1980.
Yay! Now, when you were, you said 9. I guess they were at the Vet, right? When it was like brand new.
Connie Mack Stadium. I saw him play down there.
Connie Mack.
I seen him hit a couple home runs at Connie Mack Stadium. Yeah, the old Connie Mack.
So wait, what was before the? I remember the Vet when you worked at the Vet. I told this story to my listeners before when you worked at the Vet. You know, I grew up with like Mike Schmidt, Mickey Morandini, and a lot of these people were like, "You're kidding me." I'm like, "No, I mean, I was around these guys, but I didn't know what they, when you're young and you're around these guys all the time, you take it for granted, I guess, without knowing it, ignorant."
Yeah.
But Dick Allen, yay! And now what the reason why I'm asking you is we'll get back into the Vet, but what was so special about Dick Allen that you just brought him up to me on the show?
Everybody liked Dick Allen. He was black, so back then there was a lot of racial tension. But I love Dick Allen, and since working for the Phillies for 13 years, I had a chance to introduce myself to him. But also, Paul Owens, he was the general manager down there, and he put that team together that won the World Series. He had a lot to do with putting that team together.
Oh, well, all right, here we go. I got, people that know me on this Sting, I don't know. I told you a little bit about, but when I do my shows, I also have my tablet on the side, and I do some, fact checks. Here we go. Dick Allen. Positions. Do you know all the position he played? You did mention.
Yeah, he played third base for the Phillies in '64, but he was traded after that. I know he played third base, and they finally, when he came back to the Phillies in '76 and '77, and played first base for the Phillies. He
played a total of 3 positions. I don't know if it was for the Phillies. No, 3. I got 3 here. This is what I have. I'll give you a little. Do you know how? I'm just giving you some. I'm going to give you maybe 3. Random. You want Phillies or you just want general?
Phillies.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. For this, will be Dick Allen then. He played 3 positions. You got one right. Third base.
Third base.
I'm Wikipediaing this. I got Dick Allen, positions, third base. What was the second one?
He only played 2, third base and first base.
All right, well, here's the positions in order. First base, third base, and left fielder. On occasion. Because I got the facts. See?
I didn't know that, but I remember him playing left field with the Phillies.
Now, wait, he played or you don't remember?
I don't think he played left field with the Phillies. He might have played left field with another team. He was with Chicago White Sox. He was MVP in '73 with the Chicago White Sox.
All right, I'll give you two. I'll give you two easy ones. I'll give you semi-multiple choice.
All right.
Do you know what year he was born, or what say here, year he was born? Okay, what year was he born?
I don't know that.
I said, or how tall was he?
Oh, I would say he was 6 foot.
Close. He was 5'11", 187 pounds. And he must have.
And when he was born.
And he was born March 8th, 1942.
42. So that would make him how old? He's still alive, though.
Oh, he's still alive. Okay, so that's what, 60? So that's 60, 70, 80. He's about 80, 81. No, 78, 79. Wait, March, January.
If he was born in 40, he would be 80 years old. So 70, 78.
He'll be 79 this year, March.
He'll be 79.
Now, I can look up easily here what he did, but I mean, what was your thing with Dick Allen? It was just one of your first major.
He had a lot of power, and he carried a 40-ounce bat. When I was little, I carried a lot of power, and I had a big bat when I played. So.
Yeah, I remember. You taught me how to play. You always said, I got hit with the ball. You said it's going to happen. And you said you take the first one, and you can't be scared of the ball. You can't turn your back. Right, that was my first mistake. I turned my back. You were at every game, and you always said, whatever you do, don't turn your back. I did it once the first time, and I never did it again.
Well,
and I'll tell you,
the ball.
Oh, right in the right when it hits you right in the back, and it takes the wind out. I think it's kidney.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. So all right. Now that's like I got a lot of Dick Allen here. He has I didn't know how much he was actually viewed a lot. He was a slugger then.
Yeah, he was a slugger.
Do you know the teams he played for?
I know he played for Dallas, Baltimore, Oakland was his last team, and he wore number 60. And it's on the back instead of Allen. He had Wampum. That's where he's from, Wampum, PA. He also.
Do you know he played? Did you know he played 3 seasons with the Chicago White Sox too?
Yeah, he was MVP in '73 with the White Sox.
All right. He also played. I don't know if you know this, but he also played with the. I guess this would be the. Let me go back here. Here we go.
Did he play with the Cardinals?
No. Well, yeah, he played. Yeah, he played. Yeah, you know your stuff. He also White Sox.
Kurt Flood, was he traded for Kurt Flood?
Oh, I can't see that right now. I'm going through so much.
Kurt Flood didn't come to the Phillies because he didn't want. That's when all this free agent stuff started because of Kurt Flood. That's how that came into effect.
I got another 2 for you. Well, it's a 2-question part. So any hint, I'll give you a hint if needed. Do you know who scouted Dick Allen?
Oh, I had no idea.
All right, would you know the name if I told you? Think?
No, probably not.
Okay, his name was John Ogden. Ogden. Ogden.
Ogden. DEA.
Yeah.
OG. John OG.
Ogden. OGDEN. I know you have trouble here. So, convinced. Yeah, John OGDEN. Ogden. Yeah, he convinced the Phillies to sign Allen in what year and for how much?
I would probably say 62 for I don't know how much they was going back then.
62 is close. I'll give you within the 10,000. Because they didn't make that much back then, but I'll give you within a 10,000 ballpark range. Oh, way more.
8,000.
No, actually, this is way more than I thought it was. Got one more guess.
9,000.
Listen to this. He was signed in 1960. You were off by 2 years, by the way. He was signed in 1960 for a 70,000 bonus.
Really?
70,000, yeah, which was 1919 to 1925 under Jack Dunn. I don't know who that is. Do you know who he is?
No.
The discoverer of Babe Ruth. You got to know these guys,
No,
man.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
I had to be pretty old to scout Dick Allen.
Well, you know, when I was watching that, what was the film? I think you watched the baseball movie with Babe Ruth, and it was more Babe. It was Babe Ruth. It was about the Negro League and how Babe Ruth was eventually signed with the Red Sox, which I didn't know. I didn't know later on in life that was the curse.
It was a good picture. He won 20-some games in a row from 17, 18, and 19. But he was good for it. He would hit or he would pitch. But he was a hell of a pitcher.
Oh, I got an easy one for you. We're going to talk about Babe Ruth. Here you go, because I had the great Bambino. What was something he wanted to do in his career but never got to do it? And he wanted to do it with the Yankees. And he thought he was going to be doing it with the Red Sox.
Manager.
There we go. It was an easy one. Round of applause. I'll have to add that in. Anybody who's going to be listening, I'll add that in. The claps. Yeah, see, when you listen back to this, Pops, she talks, it echoes. You don't have to talk so loud either. Yeah, when she... It's all right. I could take some of this out. You know, I usually don't edit, but I'll put claps in and stuff, and I'll edit it up. Sometimes I keep it raw because the audience likes it. But the audience want to know about you specifically with the vet. How did you get started into that? I don't know, Mum. I'm not going to be able to tell Mum story and Pop story.
My mother worked down there in 72, the year after it was built. She worked for Stouffer's, and they used to get their waitresses to come down and work for the Phillies, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't know how that all started, but then they wind up leaving Stouffer's and started working for the Phillies, in not a full-time capacity, but a part-time. You know,
so Mama worked behind the desk when you went up.
No, she worked as a waitress. She was the head waitress when I got there.
Yeah, no. I remember when I was older, though. You got off the elevator, she would work right on that desk to the right where they had the championship trophy, the championship. You know, when they won the championship in 80.
My mom worked there. She worked.
She was at the desk. She was helping at the desk. This is when she was older. She knew Bill Giles and the other guy.
Maybe. I don't remember that. I had to ask her. She might not.
I remember clearly. I would not something I wouldn't forget, but
she might not remember that. Believe me when I tell you, she remembers things, but she's quickly to forget things too. She's 90 years old.
Oh yeah. Well, hey. That's you know what I'm going to do now as we're talking. I just posted on Facebook. Come listen to me and my dad, Jimmy James, the original Jimmy James. Talk. That's you. Talk baseball. So we might have some listeners joining us in, and you might get some questions. I'll have to post this later. I might edit this part out, but I'm going to put that in. Talk to us and join us with any comments. How's that?
Okay.
There you go. There we go. I just posted it. So give it a 2 minutes. We've been talking for about 14 minutes. We got an hour. We could talk more after that. Doesn't matter. But I was doing this for my show.
An hour. I had to talk on this phone for an hour.
Well, it's been 15 minutes. We might have people coming in now. On Anchor.
People might come in on Anchor.
People might come in and start, because obviously you see on the top, I'm the host. So what happens, now anybody who's listening to this, Anchor's a great platform. It's not just about you could talk about anything. My dad, I try to tell my dad, who's on here now, that he's the Jimmy James. He says I steal his name. It's the Jimmy James Show. Okay? So this is the original Jimmy James, even though there was the Jimmy James before you who you stole it off of, right? Who did you steal it off of?
Jimi Hendrix.
That's it, Jimi Hendrix. I couldn't remember. All right.
Stage name when I did karaoke, I was very well known down at the Coffee House on Frankfurt Avenue as the Beatle Man. The guy who killed the Beatles. So that was my stage name, Jimmy James. I was always introduced as Jimmy James.
All right, I got one more Dick Allen question for you. I don't know if it's easy. What was Dick Allen's middle name?
Oh, Dick.
You got one hint if you need it.
Oh. All right.
If anybody joins, which I don't know, it's 6:47, but I just put pretty much a welcome mat for Facebook.
Are we going to talk about Dick Allen or baseball?
No, hold on. Hey man, I can only move as fast as I can. All right, what do you want? You just want baseball trivia? Philadelphia trivia.
Philadelphia trivia, especially, the old times. But
all right, I don't have any. It stinks. I mean, I'm not that high level where I can just give away prizes, but I don't think I would give one to you anyway. You're my father.
Don't know what was the famous thing the Phillies made in 1980 to bring a pitcher over from the New York Yankees that helped us win games down the stretch to win the Eastern Division. So
wait, say that one more time. I heard what you said, but you didn't. You were doing that.
There was a pitcher that a lot of people don't know that helped the Phillies down the stretch. He wasn't on the playoff team, but he was on. They picked him up late, I think in October, and he helped the Phillies win games. He came out of the bullpen. A lot of people don't know he was on that team.
Oh, hold on. I know that. Wait, he came from what team, though, you said?
He once played for the Oakland Athletics, then he played for New York Yankees.
Oh, man.
I picked him up. And a lot of people know, but he wasn't on the playoff team.
What year was this again? 1980?
1980, yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to know this. This is before. I wasn't born until 82.
You could put that out there on the, people might be listening.
No, not yet. You'll see them join in. You see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what happens is they'll join in. You'll see. I invite them. So what happens is they come. They can come in and they can listen to us talk, and then I can have the option to let them talk. You know what I mean? So, but either way, this is going to go publish. I'm going to publish this, but I don't want to burn through too much time. So let's just keep it, like we're talking downstairs. No difference. Like, when we're talking. All right, here we go. I was just doing some trivia. Official site. Yeah, so it takes a couple minutes. People see it. They don't join right away. They got to see this post and then they come on. So here we go. I'll put another one. See, I just put one on Facebook. Come join to here. What do you want to be? Yeah, I see. I got to get you a name. What did I call you earlier? Baseball. I'm gonna see baseball man. I don't know. We'll figure something out. No, I'm saying come join me in the baseball man. All right, so oh man, we got a lot of stuff here for trivia. All right. I'm gonna get Phillies though. I'm gonna go more Phillies. This is too much. All right, yeah. Okay, here, hold on. Let me just talk it in the mic on here. All right. All right, here we go. I'll just speak it in. Phil. Oh, I got to fill it up. Oh, yeah, I got to type it in because I can't speak because I'm using this. Philadelphia, Phillies. Now, what would you be good at? Would you good at remember names, or would you think so?
You remember a lot of the names of the teams that went on to win, like the pennant the Eastern Division, the World Series. You remember those?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they're easy names, but I can remember a few names of people who played on the Phillies, you know?
God, I only you know how I remember a lot of the pennant guys.
First baseman in 1978, where we won the Eastern.
All right, I just sent out another one. All right, here we go. It's the Jimmy James Show with the original Jimmy James, my father, who's here talking baseball. We just did a small segment. We kind of got this, from technical difficulties. That was on my end. He's not that good at technology either. We are doing some baseball trivia, just baseball talk, pretty much sports talk, but we're really going on baseball. All right, I just did a search topic. Search topic question: most home runs. I'm gonna give you 20 of these. Okay, I want you to
home runs where in a lifetime.
No, hold on. I'm gonna tell you most home runs in a. All right, I'll give you a lifetime. That's a little lifetime, yeah. And search. Here we go. All right. Well. Most home runs in a lifetime. This is Phillies trivia now, not baseball. It's baseball.
Okay. Oh, that's an easy one. Phillies trivia.
Who is it?
Mike Schmidt.
No, it is not.
Mike Schmidt's got more home runs than anybody else. As far as Challey,
no. This is most home runs in a lifetime. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a hint for this one because just in case.
Name Jim Thome.
No.
That played with the Phillies.
Yeah, this is a Phillies. You gotta remember, this is a Phillies most home runs in a lifetime. So a Phillies member who hit the most home runs in the lifetime when he played with the Phillies.
Jim Thome.
No. The answer, but I'll tell you what, the answer is 40.
40.
40. That's 40.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Answer 40. Clean. Okay. Oh, clean class. Chuck. Klean. Clean, like clean, but with a K. Clean.
Fine.
That's it. Yeah. I'm bad. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. It's
fine.
Okay. Here's what I have. 40. He hit a 386 average with 40 home runs and 170 RBIs.
But and you the most home runs by a Philly.
Okay, let me see. I have Philly on, don't I? Yeah, this is the Phillies. This is trivia. All right, I'll just go to fun. Let's go to fun trivia then, since I could search whatever I want.
Well, Chuck Klein's not the answer to that question.
That's what I have for the Phillies.
Mike Schmidt has the most home runs.
I was the same thing. That's what I thought. I thought, all right, Mike Schmidt. All right. Here we go. All right. Oh, I got one for you. Okay. I gotta open up the website since you said that's not right, right?
Right.
All right. I thought Mike Schmidt too. But why would it be Chuck Klein?
I don't know. He played with the Phillies. He might have hit 40 in 1 year, but 40 is not a lot of home runs. Really.
No, I think it was 40 in the it's in a year. Okay, I guess when I put the question, I didn't resume the start. All right, let's get back to the show. Let's do it again. All right, this is going to be all right. Welcome back to the Jimmy James Show. Here we go. We are with my dad. We're doing trivia. We're doing Phillies trivia. Okay, here we go. I don't know this one. This is a Phillies one here. Am I talking too loud, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to tone it down. I have, it gets through differently. I might say this name wrong. His name was Greg Luzinski.
Greg Luzinski, yeah.
Okay. Was a power hitter outfielder who played with the Philadelphia Phillies from 1970 to 1980.
Yeah.
What was Lewinsky's nickname for 10 points.
The Bull.
And ding, 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 I would have had that in there, but I can't do that until later. After we're done recording, then I can add all that cool sound effects in there. Yes, you are correct. The Bull. If you want to know any more back, it's just a short paragraph. It's like fun.
Well, he
was backstory.
He was traded to the White Sox after the 80 World Series.
Okay, do you know the backstory to why he was the Bull? That will give you an extra.
He was big,
10,
and he was a power hitter.
There you go. That was pretty much it. This is it. The Bull was a powerful right-handed hitter who launched.
He looked like a bull.
He was a powerful right-handed hitter who launched some tremendous home runs in Veterans Stadium during the 1970s. Perhaps Lewinsky's finest season with the Philadelphia Phillies occurred in 1977 when he batted a .309, belted 39 home runs, and had 130 RBIs. The Bull hit 23 of his 307 MLB home runs as a member of the Phillies.
Wow.
All right. I did not know. I knew Lewinsky.
I know he hit a lot of home runs. He batted like after Mike Schmidt,
Read this one. And if, like I said, if anybody joins in, I'll put that out there too. Maybe they could do trivia with us if I let them join. So let me add in one of my let me just go back to Twitter. If it kicks us off, but I got another good one for you, okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Baseball trivia. Here we go. I got a whole bunch here. I'm so glad I found this site. This site is amazing. I got to show it to you after we're done. You got to remind me. Baseball trivia. Okay. All right, come play. So I'm also doing audience, trying to get more people in here. All right, here we go. Next question. This is all Philly stuff, by the way. Which pitcher did Hall of Fame third baseman Michael Jack Schmidt? I didn't know that was his middle name, Jack. Okay. Third baseman Michael Jack Schmidt tag for his first major league home run in 1972. If you need me to repeat that, I will.
What pitcher? Give me
Which pitcher did a Hall of Fame third baseman Michael Schmidt?
I'm a Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah. It says which pitcher did Hall of Fame, meaning basically which pitcher did Mike Schmidt tag for his major league home run in 1972.
I'm going to guess Bruce Sutter.
No, his initials are BM.
BM. I don't know.
Last name Moore. I gave you his first name.
I don't know. BM.
All right. His name is Baylor Moore. Baylor Moore.
I didn't know that.
Oh, it was 72. I'm trying to give you 70s and above. Okay, I
can't remember any of the home runs he hit off, what pitchers he hit off them, but I know he hit over 36 home runs.
All right. So there you go. You still got 10 points. You got 10 points because we're going to do these 10 questions. Okay. Yeah. How many questions do we have? There's actually a lot more than 10, but we're gonna whatever you want to do 10. But these are really good. All right. And folks, you can play at home too. When I'm gonna re-edit this out. I'll give you some time to guess yourselves without looking up on Google. All right, here comes the third question. Now this is all right. I think you'll get this one. I have confidence in you. All right, the Philadelphia franchise began in 1883 as the Philadelphia Quakers. Which league did they play in?
Probably the National League.
Ding, ding, ding. I would have a ding, ding, ding there, but I probably should stop saying ding, ding, ding because I can put the ding, ding, ding in there later. You won. 10 points. You're up to 20. You are 2 out of 3. All right. Let me see what this question is before I ask you. Ooh, one of my favorite players, too. One of my favorite catchers when I was growing up for the Phillies. Darren Daulton. Led the National League in what category in 1992?
It led the league in '92. Now I know it wasn't home runs. It was probably
one without looking.
It's probably led the league in.
Think about it. He's a catcher, Dad. What lead the league in?
Throwing out base runners.
I'll give you a hint. It has nothing to do with defense. No defense for him. He led something, and you know what catchers are pretty good for? Their home runs and hits and stuff like that. But what was it?
Hits.
Is that your guess?
Doubles.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Doubles.
No, RBI.
RBIs.
I did know that. I did. I got the reason why I knew that is because
I met him. He came into the kitchen. I said, "Yo, Dud."
Me? Yep. You met Daryl. You met him, and I met him. I was sitting down eating dinner with Mike Schmidt and Daryl Dalton, and I didn't even know who they were, like next to me, until I, was like, "Oh, you're Mike Schmidt." But like I said when we were talking about this earlier, which I'll put in, you're ignorant when you're a kid. You grow up. It feels like you're rich. You just don't know. Like, I never went up to – I asked you this question, I think, a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago. Did you ever ask for anybody's autograph?
No, nobody.
All right, I got a question. This is a baseball question, but let's see if you remember.
In fact, I gave an autograph to people that were waiting outside when I left the Phillies one day. They wanted my autograph. I said, I'm a dishwasher. I'll take it anyway.
Wait a minute. You were more than that. You didn't just do dishes.
Yeah, you Terminator. I helped cook. Yeah. I helped set up the buffet table. He cleaned up.
Yeah, but you remember we had to walk. Remember, I used to come with. We had to walk around the whole vet, each box, and you started making tissue boxes. You would go and send me ahead so I could prep and like move the trash cans out the way, and then you would come in and spray. And then I would put the trash cans back.
I remember that, but
yeah, that way it would save time. You would bring me, and I would run ahead.
Right.
And remember, we were just talking about the rats were as size as cats. Remember, we caught the rat behind the big screen TV. I know we just had that conversation.
It wasn't a rat; it was a mouse.
I know, but I said the vet rats were as size of cats.
At one time, they were because the stadium was built on the city dump, and the rats were the size of cats down there. So, but there was a lot of cats down there, and they took care of the rat problem.
All right, I'll give you either one. Do you want I'll give you the Philadelphia baseball franchise began in which year?
You already gave me that one.
No, I didn't. 1883. I didn't give you this one, not from this list. All right, here we go. You only missed 2 out of 5. So you're 30%. You got 30 points. 2 Phillies played for both pennant winning teams in 1983 and 1993.
Larry Anderson.
Wow, I didn't even get to finish it. I didn't even know what it was. That's amazing.
And the thing which got me is that they took him out, and when they
finish it though,
and they brought Mitch Williams in, and I thought to myself, Mitch's arm is not good. He took too many games, and they should have never took him out in '93. He was pitching good too, and he brought in Mitch Williams, gave up the home run to Joe Carter, and that was the end of that.
No, man, you're going to bring in my older target audience too, because I just started hitting the 50-year-olds now. But for the people who didn't get that you got that quick. The question was, you got to remember, people are going to be listening to this, so they're probably going to be like, what the hell was the question? 2 Phillies played for both pennant-winning teams in 1983, 1993. Daryl Dalton was one. He had 3 at-bats in 1983. Who was the other? And the answer was
Larry Anderson.
Very good. Well, yeah, you got it. You got it before I was done reading it.
Yeah.
But, people are going to want to know, like, what the hell was the question? You got right.
Right.
All right, here we go. This is number 7. In what year did Bob Boone have a 286 batting average and 114 hits? Ooh, this is a while ago, too.
Wow.
Oh, it's not that long. It's not that long.
1978.
Your lifetime. Your lifetime. Oh, you were so close. Oh, 1979. First 80, 79. Yep.
79.
Here, Bob Boone played for the Phillies from 72 to 1981. He played a total of 1,125 games with the Phils.
Yeah.
You were close, though. How the hell would you? I guess you knew. See, this is all the year you grew up.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. You knew a lot of guys. You knew a lot of guys. Oh, I got one for you. Oh, you ain't gonna get this one. I'll tell you what. I'll even give you a hint before I tell you. It was after not in 2000. It was after 2000 and above. Okay, this is the years. Okay, if you get this, I'll be surprised. Who led the Phillies in 2002 by banging 37 home runs? I didn't know that.
At Farrell.
Oh shit, you got it. How the hell did you know that?
I just had a feeling because he was hitting the ball good back then.
All right, so you got so far you're 3, but I'm going to give you a half on that one because you got 9. You said 1980, and then you said 1978, and it was 1979.
Okay.
So what? So you got out of 8, you got 3.5.
All right.
Sorry, 4.5. 4.5.
When's this show going to be over so I can get back to my movie?
All right, well, we're at 18-minute mark. Let's give the audience 30 minutes. Somebody might join. You might trust me. When I set this up, I'll do it in advance. That way we'll have more people you could talk to. And I'll run the show better, but you wanted to do trivia. All right, we're up to 9. Okay, here you go. You might like this one. In 1980, the Phillies won the World Series. What was the Phillies' record during this year?
Oh, wow.
Jesus. You don't have to be spot on, but was it a good year, bad year, medium year?
Had a good year, yeah. They won over 90 games.
1980.
They won over 90. They didn't win 100. They won maybe 96, 98, 95.
You were close. How many do you think all right, well, you guessed the 9. How many do you think they lost?
Probably about 40-something.
Well, you got to do. Isn't the games the same, right? In the 1980s.
Yeah, they played 92 games out of 162. So figure that one out.
All right. The answer was they were on the year of the championship 91 and 71. So you were close. You were real close. First you said 90, and then you went up 5 years. But anyway, here we go. So that's there we go. All right. So all right, you got out. You're doing good. You got it. You got 3. Was it 5, 6, 7, 8? So you're 4.5 and 4.5 right now. I'm going to give you a half a point. All right. Anybody who's going to be listening to this, if anybody has any baseball trivia, I will get. This is my father, but he is a baseball nut. I will get him on, and he will do any kind of baseball talk. Just all you got to do is leave me a message, and you let me know whenever you want to talk baseball. I can also set him up. This is for the people who are listening. My pop is still new with this, but he doesn't understand all of it. But the people who are watching and listening, I will set you up where you can email me, and I'll set him up where you can email him if you have any questions. By the way, if you want to share your age, how old are you? If you would like to share your age?
66.
Yeah, just turned 66 in October. I apologize for my voice. I've had bad toothache. I just took some ibuprofen. All right, here we go. Question 10. Let me see. Let me read it first. Oh, these are like, I don't know if they're tough. How many wins did the team have? I might give you I'll give you 3 roll of the barrels.
It's tough to remember wins.
I'm going to give you 3 roll of the barrel. So if you don't know, just roll the barrel. Here we go. How many wins did the team have during the 1899 season?
1899 season.
1899 Phillies were. Go ahead. Do you know?
I'll
tell you what.
Idea.
they were 618 on their on the win percentage, 618.
Yeah, I had no idea.
If you were good at math, you probably would have. Anyway, they were 94 and 58. I don't know. I'll give you a roll barrel on that one. That one don't care. That's a tough one. I'm not expecting you to know that. The Larry Anderson, I was impressed.
Yeah, well, he's the announcer for the Phillies. Okay. I remember him pitching too for both teams.
I don't know. Let's see how much of a fan you really are. Every Phillies fan, this is the next question, by the way. Every Phillies fan knows that the team won their first World Series in 1980, obviously, against the, do you know?
Tampa Bay Rays.
No, Kansas City
Royals.
Okay. It's okay. That's not the answer, though.
No.
But how many years did the team have to wait in order to win the first World Series title? Every hardcore fan knows it.
Since 1886 or 83, 1880. No, 1883.
83 is right. You're absolutely right. You don't want to do the math, but you're right. You got the answer. It's 97. What's that?
They last time they won a World Series game was in 1915 against Boston and Babe Ruth. You know that?
You got it right. It's 1883, but the answer was 97 years. Wait, what did you say about Babe Ruth?
They beat Boston and Babe Ruth in the first game of the World Series in 1915. That's the only game they won. They lost every one after that. And they were swept by the Yankees in 1950 when they won to the pennant. They only won the pennant in 15, 50, 93, and 83. And 09 too. That's the only times they won the pennant.
Now, real quick before you go to the next one, you're so far you got 5.5 points to 4.5, so you're winning this.
All right.
I have a question though for you because people are asking here. I'm tweeting away as I'm talking to you, and are you willing to play more trivia, more out of baseball, or if it's in baseball, would you do more than just Phillies?
Just baseball.
But you would do more than Phillies, though, correct?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I want to do a scoreboard system. I might have. I don't know about tonight. Well, it's still early. Maybe another after we get done this.
Yeah.
And then all right, let's go. Here we go.
7 minutes.
Well, hey, yeah. No, I think we'll do a half an hour. All right, we got 6 minutes.
23 minutes so far on this clock.
Right. Well, you could, and this you can go up to an hour, and then you could go again, but they allow an hour.
I'm not going an hour. I want to watch my movie.
I'm going to tell you something. I usually go 30 minutes, and then on some I go an hour. After that, you start to run out of stuff. You are my first guest, though. You are my first guest. All right, here we go. Question 12. Let me read it here. Let's see. You got 2 roll the barrels up, by the way. After the first game of the 1960 season, what manager quit his job after returning to the team 2 years earlier? This is in 1960, though. The guy said, I'll read it again.
It's not Walk, is it?
No.
I wouldn't know that.
I'll give you a little. Here's a hint. He said he was 49 and he wanted to live to 50. That was what he said. And I'll read you the question again.
I don't know who it is.
After the first game of the 1960 season, what manager quit his job after returning to the team?
I don't know. I can go back to Gene Walker. 60.
Eddie
Cochran.
Eddie Sawyer.
Eddie Sawyer, okay.
See, I know these names.
I think he played Major League Baseball too.
Yeah, they have a short thing after it, but I would have to go into his name. But 1960s and 1970s, he was in baseball era. Yeah. All right. Okay. Here we go. I'm not even going to read it. I'll just read it right to you. This is 13. Some of the worst teams in the franchise history were from the early 1940s. In 1941, the team had one of the worst records the franchise have ever had. How many losses in 1941?
I'll say 100.
Oh, I'll give you another guess. You're a little higher, but I'll give you two more guesses. You had. I'll give you the answer. I'll give you a half. But
98.
No, higher. I said than 100. A little higher than 100. You said 100.
102.
All right, one more guess. Higher.
103.
Nope, it was 111. It's okay though.
That's a lot of losses.
You still got to have a point.
Okay.
So you are back to so you got 5 and 4. Okay. Look at that.
Losses. Hopefully they never top that record again.
Yeah, you're 6 and 5, by the way. You're 6 right, 5 wrong for all Phillies. These are some are tough here. Ooh, this one's 14. This one's a little long. Well, a little long. Let me see if you would know. I can give you hints too. Like there's like a hint section. The worst of some of the best Phillies teams ever. It also had some of the best Phillies players ever. An example of a good season would be the 1930 season. Now, before I go on with this, do you know the 1930s at all?
No.
Okay, I'll just read it anyway. I won't count it as anything. During this season, the Phillies had the third highest team batting average in National League history. What was the batting average? Oh, these are tough ones.
Wow, it has to be, I'd say 365.
Close. You were in the right ballpark.
I don't know what team that was.
It was the Phillies. They're all Phillies.
Okay. I was more or low?
1930 season. It was 315 for the season. Okay. Here's what it's underneath of it, though. This is the cool part. 5 players hit above 300. Still, the team lost 102 games because of pitching staff with a ERA, which is, what's ERA stand for again?
Earned run average.
There you go. Yeah, the team had the pitching staff with the ERA of 6.71 and gave up an all-time record of 1,199 runs.
Wow.
1930.
Yeah.
All right, that one I'm not giving you an on. That was a tough one.
Don't go back that far, but Poppy would know that stuff.
Yeah. All right, here's the one you might know. It's a 64. What 2 Phillies pitchers made the All-Star team in 1964?
One. I had to say Jim Bunning and Chris Short.
What do you mean you would have to say? You knew it, didn't you? Say, get the hell out of here. I would have to say. I knew you knew the answer. I was going to give you a hint and say one of us are our names.
Yeah, right. Well, Jim Bunning became a senator, but they retired his number, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
All right, well, we're going to go to 20 since we're almost there. It's almost 30 minutes, but we might go over a little bit. All right, so what was that? 19 Jim, I don't know who those.
Will ever wear number 14 again. There was 2 famous people wore it.
Here we go. You might know this one. I think you were literally just talking about this. How about that? The 1920s was probably the worst times for the Phillies. They finished 8th 5 times, and they finished 7th 3 times. How many times in the 1920s did the Phillies lose 100 games? You actually said the number earlier when we started talking. You not the number of this. How many times in the 1920s?
3 times.
4. Now I'm giving you a half though because that was a hell of a guess. Jesus, I don't know how you get these, man. That's good stuff. I wouldn't have got probably maybe 1 right.
Wow. You named 3 teams that lost so many games.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. We're on 17. We're almost done. All right, you're gonna like the end result when I do this here. You're gonna really like it on the when I do the editing. Here we go. Well, my tooth's not hurting as bad when I'm talking. Here we go. All right. When did the Phillies win their very first pennant? Any hints, let me know. I'll give you a hint if you need to know.
1915.
Ding, ding, ding. I'll have to put that in there. Good shit. So you're 8.5, and then the last one, where when we get up to there, you're going to be at. All right, that was a really. How did you? That was in 1915. The Phillies finished 7 games ahead of the 1914 World Championship. Do you know who they were playing in the World Championship?
They played Boston in the World.
Very good, very good. All right. There goes your other half. So you're up to 9 now. That wasn't a trivia. That was just the extra bonus.
Okay.
All right, this one's going to be for 3 points. Oh no, wait. Nope, that's the next one after this one. All right, you got 2 roll the barrels left too, by the way. So you can, if you don't know, just say roll the barrel. Okay, and in the first 6 years of the 20th century, how many Phillies pitched no-hitters in the first years of the 20th century?
First year of the 20th century.
You can roll the barrel if you don't know, because this is worth 3 points.
Let me guess.
You want to guess?
I'll
give you. You got a hint. You got 2. You got 3 hints remaining too.
3 hints remaining.
3. You got 2 roll the barrels, meaning you roll the barrel the next question or a hint.
Roberts pitched a no-hitter.
No, what I'm saying is, listen. Read the question again.
Green.
All right, let me see. Who did you say?
Tommy Green. Jim Bunning pitched a perfect game on Father's Day.
That really says Jim Bunning pitched a perfect game against the. Do you know who he pitched against?
New York Mets.
Very good. Okay.
Stadium.
Not the answer.
I was on Father's Day, 1964, and I watched that game with Pop.
If you can get it, I'll give you the 3.5 because you got the bonus. Okay, but here it goes again. I'll give you the question again. In the first 6 years of the 20th century, how many Phillies pitched no-hitters?
I'll say 4.
No, the answer's 2.
2 pitched no-hitters?
2 no-hitters was John Lush pitched 1 in 1906.
I don't remember that.
There would be another Philly pitcher to pitch
a no-hitter. Green, and there was another one on the 90s team.
Well, here you go. This is what's pretty cool. I don't know if you know this because you got the name right. Okay, there would not be another Philly pitcher to pitch a no-hitter for 58 years in 1964, and you already know who that was because you just got it. So you got to. I'm still gonna give you. You got 2.5. But you got half for that.
You mean a perfect game?
It's no-hitters. And no-hitters, just no-hitter.
Yeah, wow, perfect game. There's only been 2 Phillies pitchers that pitched a perfect game.
No, that's here we go.
Tommy Green.
No. That was the question. Was in the first 6 years of the 20th centuries, how many Phillies pitched a no-hitter? It was 2. John Lush.
Yeah.
1906. And what I was saying to you is that you got it right with the other thing, but that wasn't the answer. Was Jim? What was his name? Jim Bunning.
Jim Bunning. I was 64.
58 years later was this next time they finally pitched a no-hitter. That's how long it took the Phillies to pitch a second.
Was that Tommy Green?
That was Jim Bunning. I don't see Tommy Green here.
Who do you see?
See John. I'm going to give you this site. You're going to love it. All right, here we go. 19. What was the original name of the Phillies? You should know. This is 3 points. You should know this.
I thought you just said the Quakers.
I didn't say it.
The Quakers?
Yeah, the Quakers. I figured you would get it.
You said that, but I didn't know that until you said it.
Oh, you know what it is? I was reading up because I had scrolled down and I said Quakers and I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't even know it.
Do you know the years they were known as the Quakers? Like in between years?
In the early 1800s.
If you can guess within 5 years, I'll tell you what the span was: 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What?
Okay, so there were 6 years where they were the Quakers.
What?
6? Are you talking to me?
No.
Okay, this is first done.
Stop.
Pops, Jimmy James. The original Joe Games here. All right, yeah. It was in the 1800s. I'll give you that. This is the extra bonus on the quiz.
It's too far for me to go.
Okay, I'm just saying, how many years do you think they were the Quakers? How many years?
About 3 years, 4 years.
6 years. 83 to 89, 1883.
Okay, so he finally called himself the Phillies in
1989. Here we go. I got a year for you you're going to like. Number 20. This is going to be one of your years, and I was 3 years old. In 1985, the Phillies took out the Mets by the score of 26-7 in the bottom of the first inning of this game. A certain Philly took 2 pitches and deposited them in the right field stands. Who is this lefty? And I was one of my favorites.
Von Hayes?
Yeah! That was worth 5 points, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got the point.
I met him. Well, he knew me, but I ran into him when I was working at Jefferson. He was looking for the chiropractor.
Wow. I can't believe you got that.
Yeah, Von Hayes.
All right, so we're going to do...
Pete Rose always used to call him 5 for 1 because they traded 5 players for... They thought he was going to be the next Ted Williams, but he wasn't.
All right, here's the score. You are 12.5 to 8.5. Okay, so you're leading 12.5 to 8.5.
Yeah.
The next one is going to be 5.5 for the breaker. Okay, you still 2 roll the barrels and you still have 3 hints.
All right.
Okay. I'm just going down. I'm not picking anything hard. It's question 21. I'll give you something in your area too. It's 1975. You good with that?
75. Yeah.
Okay. What catchphrase slogan did second baseman Dave Cash bring to the Phillies in 1975?
Oh, wow. I just didn't know.
You got 3. You got 2 roll the barrels and you got 3 hints.
Oh my God! I remember that too. Slogan.
Anybody who's listening, while he's thinking about, don't Google, don't search. Try to get these on your own. If you need a hint, you still got 3 hints. I don't know why you don't use them up. It costs you a point, but still, you get a hint.
You got a win or something? No, it was.
Let me know whenever you're ready. You got a hint. It'll only get a point, but
give me a hint.
It's going to cost you a point. You remember, it's 12 to 8.5. Okay, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so you're up by 5.5 points. You're up by 5 points total. Okay, so the hint is blank, blank, blank finished second. The Phils ended up in second place in 1975. A year later, the Phillies did win their division, but Cash was gone. He was the first free agent to leave the Phillies, signing with the Expos.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Dave.
So I'll tell you what. The first letter of this it's a 3-letter. It's 3-letter. It's a 3-letter. I can't talk.
3 words. Right.
It's 3 words. The first word starts with a Y. And they're all 1-syllable words.
Why not us?
Let me know if it's your final answer.
Why not us?
I said it's a Y.
Why?
You said why not us is a W.
Why not us? Why?
I know you weren't spelling like
why?
Y, like the letter Y, and you said why not? No, that's a W, so that won't even count. So go ahead, go. You still got it. It was you got 2. You got 2 more hints, so let me know.
You can win. Why? I know he had something to say, man. I know he's afraid.
Final answer. We're running on 40 minutes here, man. I'm waiting for your final answer. You got 2 more hints, though.
It begins with a Y.
The first word out of the 3 words are all 1 syllable. What?
Wait, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Y, the letter Y.
Why?
Okay. second letter of the phrase, and then the third hint. If you want your hint, it's going to cost you points. So you're already minus. You're going to be -2. The second letter starts with a W. So the first one's a Y. The next one's a W. Come on, man. Even I would guess this without knowing it.
W. Y.
You got one hint, man, and so Y, like the letter Y is the first word. That's the first letter in the first word. The second letter in the second word is a W. All one syllable. Each word is one syllable.
You will win.
What?
You will win? No, it wasn't that. I don't know. You have to tell me.
Okay, I'll give you a last hint. You can roll the barrel, but you're still gonna lose. All right, you're gonna lose 2 points. You're gonna lose two.
Go ahead.
All right, you're negative there. Okay, 2. That's all right. You got 10.
I'll remember it, but I can't remember it.
The answer was, and your last hint would have been, no, you can't. That would have been your last hint. No, you can't.
Yes,
no, I'm sorry. No, we can. I was going to say, no, we can't.
Yes,
and you would have said,
can.
Yes, we can was the answer. Yes.
I know that.
You roll the barrel. You got one roll of the barrel, one hint left. All right, this is good.
That's what.
All right, I'm going to give you something. There's a 22 and 23, but yeah, do you want the 1891 or you want the 1983 one?
1983.
Well, I think you're probably going to get this. This is worth 5 points. 5.5. I'm sorry, 5.5 points. Who was? This is an easy win. And give people time to respond. Okay, give them at least 5 seconds because I think you're going to get this.
Okay.
Who was the Phillies' first baseman in 1983? I was a year old.
Pete Rose.
You got to give these guys time to answer, man. Pete Rose, 5.5 points coming your way.
Pete Rose was first baseman, 79-83. 83, they won the pennant, but they didn't sign him after that.
So your total scores 16 to 8.5. So I'm sorry. Yep, 16. Yeah, you scored 16, 8.5. There's one more left. So if you want one more, I'll give you 10 points, or you can on a win.
All right, make it sooner than later. I can't go back to the 1800s.
All right, well, you might know this one.
All right, go ahead.
I'll read it. You got one roll of the barrel left. I'll give you the Philadelphia Phillies use the name Phillies, Phillies, like Phillies, since 1890. Every year except for 2 years in 1943 and 1944. What name did they use those seasons?
Phil.
No. Listen what I'm saying. One more. Nothing Phillies related. The Philly. I'll read it to you again. The Philadelphia Phillies use the name Phillies since 1890. Every year except for 2 years, 1943 and 1944. What name did they use those seasons in 43 and 44?
It had nothing to do with Phils. It wasn't
nothing to do with Phillies. It's not Phillies.
The Fightins.
Nope. You want to roll a barrel? I just said no, but it was the Blue Jays.
I didn't know that.
I thought maybe you would know that. See?
Why they would change that name to Blue?
Well, this is what it says for a reason. The franchise began in 1883, known as the Philadelphia Quakers, which
I didn't know that.
Did not move during the 43 and 44 season as they continued to play at. Do you know what park?
Shy Park.
There you go. All right, so that's like a hint I could give you.
3 names, Connie Mack Stadium.
That's your last one. So you got to answer this next. You got to answer the next question. I'll try to give you like more.
And that's it.
Well, you got it. You got to finish the game. Ooh, I don't know if I'll tell you. I'll give you 2 questions, and you can answer which one you think is better. Okay. They're both in the 60s, though. 60. You might not know. Which Phillies player called 1960? Oh yeah, okay. Which Philly player called the 1964 the year of the blue snow?
The year of the blue snow.
In 1964, he called it the year of the blue snow. I'll give you another question if you don't know that one. So you don't have to roll the barrel. Here's another one. And I can also, that's it. I can either give you a 1964 or I can, it's a 64. My fault. It's a 60. It's a 64 one. Philadelphia Phillies outfielder Johnny Callison.
Johnny Callison.
I think you're going to get this one. Became a hero when he hit the game-winning home run.
On the All-Star game in 64.
All-Star game, but that's not it. In which Flushing ballpark did Callison belt this home run?
Stadium.
10 points. Guess what? You just got it. You just got 26 to 8.
I know the All-Star game was played in Shea Stadium that year, in the same year that Jim Bunny won, got a perfect game. Do you know who is the only other player to pitch a perfect game in Phillies history?
I could just look it up right here. It's a whole Phillies thing.
He just died. He died in a plane crash a couple of years ago.
Oh, a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Would I know him? Oh, right. Wait. No, I would know him. I stopped following baseball, though. What year was it he coached?
He played in 2010 to 2014, 15 or something.
I don't know. I just know he was probably a big fat guy, old.
No, he wasn't a big fat. He was a young guy. Played for the Blue Jays.
I don't know.
Roy Halladay, the Doc.
Oh, Roy Halladay? I know who he is now. Yeah, the Phillies. Here's the last one on the. Well, there's a whole bunch. This site is amazing.
I'm ready to get off.
I'm gonna send you the site before you disconnect. Well, actually, when you don't give her the phone real quick. When we disconnect, I'm gonna send you the site to this, and you're gonna open the link, and you should see this link. I got lucky. I'm gonna save it in my page.
All right.
Anybody's interested. Hold on, don't just hang up. I'll tell you why in a second. If anybody's interested in this, oh shit! I just went.
Philly trivia.
Yeah, but this is something else. It's called. Anybody interested in this link? It's called funtrivia.com. But what you do is you just look up like the Phillies. Like. Oh wait, I think I got to forward. I'm sorry, it's not. Oh, is it that? Yeah, it is that, isn't it? Yeah.
Phillies trivia.
No, what is, but it's literally called funtrivia.com, and then you just put your team in, right?
Yeah.
Have everything, like anything. Like I gave you we went up all the way to
how many questions?
We got to. No, we got to. Let's see. You said what was the last thing you said for the win? Shea Stadium.
Games.
Shea Stadium. By the way, the question you didn't get, which is the two I gave you, which Phillies player called the 1960? You gotta remember, people listen. They're gonna want to know which Phillies player called the 1964 the year of the blue snow was Gus. Do you know his rest name?
Gus.
I don't even know how to say it, actually.
I don't know how you say it. I don't know.
Tranducci.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
Here's what it says. It's only it's a sentence. It says, it was a very strange year indeed when the Phils blew a huge lead with a 10-game losing streak.
10-game losing streak. All they had to do was win one game. They lost to the St. Louis, who went on to win the World Series that year.
Wow. And you know what? Getting off this subject, I can't believe. I know we had some technical issues. I was doing some invites, but we talk over an hour, and I'm so glad I found this site because I'll put this in part as my article. I try to do like 5 minutes and 10 minutes here. So when I'm done publishing this, we'll put it on Spotify, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay. We'll see.
Edit some stuff out. No, well, you'll see. You'll like it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. We got 10 minutes left. You can hang up. We say bye to. Say so long, everybody.
So long, everybody, for listening to my
Jimmy show.
Jimmy James show.
It's the Jimmy James Show. Try it again. Say it one more time for me.
Jimmy James Show.
Say thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for
everybody for tuning in and listening to Jimmy James.
The Jimmy James Show. Thank you for having me as your first guest.
Thank you for having me as your first guest, your dad.
And thank you for being the first guest. I figured we could do this maybe weekly. We could do the trivia challenge.
Maybe we can get Thick down on here.
If that's what I was going to say. If you can get some friends, and next time I'll set this up where I'll have people in here.
And talk to Dick.
Well, I can have them talk, or I can have them just hear. So, like, people might just want to listen in live.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'm going to go publish this.
Okay.
See, I can publish. Whoever joins us will be live, but then I got to publish it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we got a couple minutes left. I want to have you. All you got to do is hang up, and I'm going to tell the people who are watching the site and give them a little idea on this. And when I've come. Okay, friends, you just heard my first guest, my father, Jimmy James, the original Jimmy James. He claims he took it from Jimi Hendrix, as you heard. We were just talking some baseball. I figured, he didn't know much about podcasts. So I got him into the podcast, and, at first he's like, I don't want to do that. I'm not into technology. As soon as I said baseball, snap. He was right into it. First thing he wanted to talk about was who were we talking about? Dick Allen? And we did a lot of trivia questions. We did like almost 30, 25, 30 questions. I gave him a point system, which he did win, luckily. 26 was his score to 8.5. So I'm just filling you guys in. I'm going to try to do more trivia. We'll try to do it once a week or twice a week, especially with the COVID. I'm so glad anybody who's tuning in to watch. And once again, thank you very much. I will post the link to this site on the channel on this broadcast. I appreciate once again everybody. It was great. I am tired. My voice is shot. And once again, take care. There's a little bonus edition. Any questions, please send them in. And if you want to, like I said, you can send them in to my father, or you can send them to me, and then I will send them to him. I will also post his info in there if you'd like to message him. All right, guys, you have a good night. I appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around, and hope to talk to you soon, and can't wait to see what you send me. Take care. Have a great day, and have a great holiday. Bye. Hey guys, one more thing before I cut off for the night. I just want to let you know that you will, and you can, share a voice message with me directly. I will get it. I will listen to it. If you have any questions, if you want to ask me something, or even if you want to tell me I'm wrong about something, hey, send it in. I am a open book. I'm a good listener. And, how was I just talking about? Listener. Oh, yeah, just, send me a message, All right there, guys. Yeah. So do that, and I'll hit you back. Right here from the Jimmy James Show. Take care, and have a good night. La 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 la.